Hi, my name is Evan Fraser, and I'm the director of the Arrell Food Institute at the University of Guelph. The last few weeks have been rough for many Canadians. The scene of empty grocery store shelves caught many of us absolutely by surprise. Luckily, we live in a country where most of us have never suffered serious want, and so the scene of empty toilet paper shelves, empty flour shelves, has caught many of us by surprise. With that said, I've got three messages today. While we consider the effect of COVID-19 on the food system, I'd like to leave you first with the impression that we shouldn't panic. Although there was an extraordinary spike in buying at the beginning of the COVID-19 crisis, Canada is blessed by having a sophisticated food system. Our supply chains are robust. Our processors, our producers, our retailers know their business, and to a large extent have already managed inventories such that we're business as usual or business in the new normal in our grocery stores. The second point I'd like to make is that I think the COVID-19 crisis has revealed some interesting vulnerabilities in our food system. For instance, we have to confront the fact that our just enough, just in time food system that provides many of us with convenient, affordable, safe food was unable to adapt quickly enough to that short-term spike in demand. And to a large extent, we may have to reflect on the fact that we have a very efficient system, but this has come at the expense of some resilience. And so maybe in the future, we want to be managing slightly larger inventories, shorter supply chains, and things like that would give us a little bit more control domestically over our system. Another vulnerability that our COVID-19 crisis has revealed to us in terms of the food system is with regards to labor. To a large extent, our food system still depends on labor, much of which comes from international sources. And we've had to question the extent to whether or not we can rely on international flows of migrant labor in order to keep our farms running. The third message I'd like to leave you with is that although I don't think we should panic, although the food supply chains are robust, there is a very significant COVID-19 related food security crisis that's brewing. We already live in a country where 4.4 million Canadians cannot regularly afford a healthy and nutritious diet. That's unacceptable in a country as rich as ours. And with the extraordinary loss of jobs that has taken place due to the COVID-19 crisis, the fact that restaurants and restaurant workers all across country, for instance, have been laid off, I think what we're going to see as a result of this rise in unemployment is an increased demand for food banks, emergency food aid, and a reduction in food security all across the country. So this is a very serious crisis, and although I'd like to leave Canadians with the sense that they shouldn't panic in terms of the security of our supply in the short term, I think that we have to ask questions in the longer term about the resilience of our food system, and we always have to be mindful of the fact that the people who have lost their jobs in the COVID crisis are likely to experience an increase in food insecurity. Thank you very much for listening.